It's still Thanksgiving weekend as we're talking because we got 3 days in a row off, you and I, from recording with each other, which I think may be a new modern record, blissfully enough. But now we're back to it. But it's still Thanksgiving weekend. The people just had the holidays, the turkey, the festivities, the family. Did you have some nice meals there at Last Manor with family and friends and loved ones and Swami and others?
Yeah, we had a big family meal, the traditional turkey and meal, and it was nice. And
What the turkey and what?
well, just all the stuffing and the sweet potato with the marshmallows and the
Well, you
cranberry
just
sauce.
you dismissed it like the turkey and
Well, how the turkey and stuff, turkey and friends. I don't know what you want me to say about all the usual things that are on the Thanksgiving table. The Thanksgiving standards were all there. It was like a parade of standards, and they were all delicious.
turkey and friends is going to be my new Thanksgiving meal.
Tryptophan
Hey,
mania.
did you have if any family members that you haven't seen in years show up for Thanksgiving? Are they like lasts from the past?
I mean, that's actually a great line, but the problem is if anyone showed up who I wasn't expecting, they're not getting in.
They're not getting in.
No, you have to be invited. You don't just get to show up. You have to request an audience. You don't just get to show up.
Well, I'll tell you what it was we did over here for this Turkey Day this year because we didn't have to record, and Stace and I actually got to spend some time inside the house, away from the outside world, just with little Harley. We had gone over here to this fine little market that has a meat gentleman and a deli counter and a variety of prepared foods, and we got all kinds of a big spread. We got meatloaf, we got hot browns, we got twice baked potatoes and green beans and pies and cakes and sides and stuff. We just ate in waves throughout the day. I did most of the eating, to be quite honest with you, but in waves throughout the day. And I'll have you know that my friends over at Emo's Pizza in St. Louis sent me a box of holiday goodies. They've got new product now. And not only did they send me 5 of their frozen pizzas, which I get they're starting to get in the Walmarts and the retail places, but also a pillowcase-sized bag of the beef ravioli, the frozen beef ravioli that you just heat up in the oven. And
Pillowcase.
it's a goddamn restaurant size. I told you they're my friends over at Emo's. They don't just send out willy-nilly a couple of samples. It's a goddamn one of their restaurant bags of the frozen raviolis
Okay.
and 2 big bags of Provel bites, the Provel cheese. They look like tater tots, but you drop them in a deep fryer for a couple minutes, and it's gooey from St. Louis, baby. And I got sauces, and they sent me T-shirts and whole nut, but I've already gone through 2 of the pizzas. There's nothing like Provel cheese. It's not like going in and sitting down and having the whole Emo's experience, but if you're not in St. Louis, it's as close as you're going to get. I told you the first time how I found Emo's Pizza, did I not?
I'm not sure. Gooey in St. Louis. Wasn't that Harry White's name on various chat rooms?
Well, yeah, until they found him and cracked down on it. But no, the first time that the Midnight Express and I worked the Checker Dome, the arena as it was called for most of its life, but at that point it was the Checker Dome.
I always love the name of that.
And well, it was because it was some corporate sponsorship. Was it Purinum? I got Checkerboard Square. I don't know how they got, or no, it was the hockey team, wasn't it? The Checkers? I don't know. But one way or another, they renamed the arena for a while, but it was an old building and cavernous. It reminded me of the Cow Palace in San Francisco. It was there in the 40s. That's where they drew all the big houses, with lawns in, right? Because it seated almost 20,000 people. And for a building in those days, that was a rarity for an arena. But anyway, that's where Muchnick had his retirement show and where they would take the really big matches out of the Kiel Auditorium in St. Louis. So we worked there one night for Crockett. And leaving the building, Bobby and Dennis wanted to get, some beer to take back to the hotel. And where this was, and we weren't familiar with St. Louis to begin with, but we couldn't see lights anywhere, convenience stores. It's off the highway, the side of the road. But there was what, we saw a sign, Emo's Pizza. It's a restaurant, not just like a delivery place there at this location. There's cars there. Well, they'll get some beer there. As soon as we walked in and I smelled this place, I said, oh my God, that is the best smelling pizza I've ever smelled in my life. And it's not only the secret herbs and spices they use, but it's the Provel cheese, as I later came to find out. So I told the boys, I said, get all the beer you want. I'm staying to get a pizza. Well, I'll take it back to the hotel, but let me order this. And boom, I took that. I had it halfway eaten in the car back to the hotel at the airport. And from then on, I was an Emo's fanatic. They got me. Now, if you just go into one of the window, the storefront window, the fake window rooms with no doors.
Yes.
You just have to dive right through the plate glass window.
That was what Ken Patera was trying to do. He was trying to go in.
Yes, they forgot to put the door in the McDonald's. But if you just go to one of the storefront Emos, it doesn't have the sit down. There are some of those locations around. It may not have the same scent because they're not cooking multiple pizzas and raviolis and they're delicious sides and et cetera all at the same time. But anyway, my friends at Emo's, thank you for the box. Anything that comes out of a box is over, Brian.
That's something you claim. It's up for debate.
I've yet to be proven wrong about many of these things, and I'm not going to listen to people, as I said at the top of the program, and say that I'm wrong anymore, because just as soon as I start doubting myself, then I'm wrong.
What if something?
And I wouldn't be wrong if I was not doubting myself for being right.
What if something comes out of a box that you already have?
Well, it depends on how long it's been since I've seen it. Because how could I miss it if it won't go away?